Hello, good morning, everybody. We're live again, Tuesday. Weird week still, but it's a lot of news events and news drivers driving the market this week, so it's a bit difficult to navigate. But have some trades that I want to take a look at, and I have some executions to show already. So I think it might be quite an interesting and educational stream today. We have what, 10 minutes, 12 minutes till markets are opening up. So let's dive deeper. We'll take a look at a few moments during the market open and then spend a few moments looking at that, but I'm not interested in anything until 10 a.m. Why? Because it's elevated risk market this week. We have an FP, FOMC hitting the market later tomorrow and Friday, so we have to stay careful. We were going short on forex markets and on indices yesterday. We had a few winners actually on called out on Discord yesterday on Forex, on EU and GBP USD. Unfortunately, during the stream, we got caught out in the consolidation over here on both ES and NQ. Two break even, not break even, a small loss, 0.5% loss on the stream yesterday. But right before finishing off the stream, I kind of called the market to go towards buy side levels on NQ from inverted fair value gap yesterday. So we got that. I hope some of you guys took it and got the 0.5% back. It was like almost 100 points move yesterday, so it was very nice to participate it. Let's take a look at the bias overall maybe for the very beginning. Um, and starting there, it will make our lives much easier, right? So dollar index, I was actually torn apart a little bit. I was hoping this fair value gap closing to the upside right there 1 hour ago would allow us to continue to push towards our buy side levels. But that is being negated totally. So I really think sell side is incoming right here and sell side overall there. That will allow forex and indices to push upwards a little bit. Don't really appreciate that coming from the market, but it is what it is. 15 minute, uh, still in a ranging market for the whole day. We haven't moved a lot from the opening, so I kind of like it because AM session usually looks good when the markets are not performing throughout the day, throughout the night, New York time, and morning hours as well. Um, Looking onwards, we are looking at Euro USD. Apologies for that. We are looking at Euro USD right now. Euro USD is actually interesting for us. I'm looking this 1 hour fair value gap to be hit. This 1 hour fair value gap supporting the price. I'm not sure if this is the low for the week that happened yesterday, but so far this is a short-term low, and we're targeting buy side today right here. In terms of trades, we actually took a trade today. Not took, sorry for that. We had a few possibilities to trade on Euro USD today. So this 1 hour fair value gap holding the prices is our interest, and price trading below midnight opens up a possibility for longs, right? So we have a break of market structure right here in 15 minutes time frame, and then one very simple fair value gap supporting that move towards the buy side. So entry could have happened right here from fair value gap where the break of market structure happens. We could have entered longs here towards the buy side. Almost there, but still close together. Second possible trade entry was actually a optimal trade entry. We have a Fibonacci level right here. 70.5 is resting right below the fair value gap, so wicking below it was totally normal to offer an entry towards buy side again, right? Initial partial could have been taken here, as buy side resting above. So I won't trade forex today with you guys. I'm not looking into it, but this 1 hour is supporting the price as well. I think we're getting this buy side hit very soon. Previous day's highs taken away as well, and then we see. It might consolidate up there, it might continue upwards, but as long as price is below this 1 hour for value gap, we're not interested to go. If we stay below this, we're not interested in going long. All right. Let's take a look what kind of other notes I have on Euro USD. Oh, this was called in Discord. I kind of said that this short from right here would have been valid because of this 5 minute fair value gap being inverted, but I suggested not to take it because buy side was not taken yet. Even though, looking at it, 10 handles, 10 pips short was possible, but nah, not for me, not for us probably. Overall, not interested in this. All right. So let's clean this up. A few more moments till we go into market open. Dollar index again. I said it yesterday. I said it for a week already. As long as we're around this daily fair value gap, I'm not interested in trading it. Euro USD going for higher highs. GBP USD going for not even lower lows, just random lows, random to double bottom here. I'm not interested in trading this. A possible setup here in 5 minutes, yeah. Break of structure right there. Fair value gap entry for us suggested right here, but I'm not taking it. Two reasons. I'm not interested to trade GBP USD as long as we're out of sync, as well as sell side remains here open, so I'm not taking it anyhow, right? Clean this up. Let's take a look at indices, right? Take a look at what we have right here. So one more time maybe, right? I'm interested in the dollar going higher. This breaking below, this creates a market maker sell model with buy side and smart money reversal happening right here. So sell side threats below, we're probably gonna hit 103, 100. Yeah, let's take a look at indices. That, though, is to our liking in a way. Because indices going higher is my interest, and then I called for indices to go higher this morning. I said it over the weekly report I do as well. And we have few positions that could have been taken. Let's start with ES. Yeah. So ES consolidating throughout the night, totally normal, totally appreciated. But we had a few trade possibilities today. Let me take a look. So during the kill zone, almost right before the kill zone started for New York Open, we had SMT happening right here with Nasdaq with NQ. So Nasdaq created lower low where US 500 did it. 1 minute fair value gap right here. Beforehand, actually, there was an inversion fair value gap that was broken. So price is inverting right here. 1 minute fair value gap supports the price for us. Initial targets up to the buy side, but I actually traded this on my end, executions for you guys. I entered a buy order right here, one more here, pyramided here. So three lots in total. Unfortunately, 5 minute fair value gap right there was broken to the downside, if you can see. I took those positions right off because I knew that 5 minute not holding the price would give us a reversal right away. So I don't know, 0.1%, something like that loss for us. We finished at 155K 200 yesterday. I'm at $400 loss today. Nothing special, nothing big, but I'll keep the buy side levels for us actually. I'm kind of interested in trading to the upside today during market open or in half an hour. Okay, let me do that. Bum, bum, bum. That is good. We don't need the 5 and 1 minute entries. We don't need the SMT anymore. And maybe let's slow down for a minute to take a look at what are we getting during the market open, and I will go then into NQ and show you around what we've done for NQ today and what could have been the possible entries and possible trades to be executed, right? So 1 hour fair value gap holding the price, that is nice. NQ is trading at 1 hour fair value gap. This actually didn't allow the inversion to happen. I was interested to see that, but 15 minute fair value gap now holding the price. So we will continue to look at that. We're looking at an SMT again, 5 minutes SMT on ES compared to NQ. That means this is a short-term low. I think market's opening might push the market to the upside. This is new day opening gap above the market price as well. So just looking at pure theory, as long as we stay below it, shorts are valid. But let's take a look at what we get during the market open. I think this could be pushing up because of the actual SMT that we're looking at. So we'll watch the 5 minute chart for a few moments, see what we get out of that, and then we will go review Nasdaq and what happened during morning hours for us. Okay. Markets are opening up in about 10 seconds from now. So far not in sync, just fine. We're not taking any orders next 30 minutes still, just watching the opening range here as noted. I think buy side is incoming for S&P. I would be interested to go long, actually, not now, during the session open, but that's fine because I'm looking at something as well. Nasdaq is failing to follow ES, right? ES is leading the way. This could be a six sister approach, just like yesterday. I think yesterday we talked about it as well. Six sister approach being that one of the two main indices we look after, failing to go same direction as the other, allows us to look for entries later down the line, meaning that S&P going for these buy side levels might allow Nasdaq to follow up later, which is 10 a.m. and afterwards. So 10 a.m. we might be getting confirmations to go long here as well. Mhm. Very important again, when third minute of market open starts, I'm always noting the initial fair value gap that we're trading through. That usually is very important throughout the AM session. Here we go, no fair value gaps yet on NQ. So what can we do with this market open fair value gap? We can always think about inversions or support resistance. So as long as we stay above this, buys are still valid. Going below this, short term, we might be attacking these two sell side levels here. So this initial fair value gap is very important just to judge the opening range and then what the opening range does. If the market start falling below it, opening range might go around some sell side levels. We're fine. We're fine looking at it. We're fine allowing the market to do it because we're not interested neither to go long or short yet. We're just following it through. We're just watching through what the markets are giving us and then executing after the model kill zone starts. Our model is usually traded at 10 a.m. and past 10 a.m. Everything before that is a bit riskier. And since this is already a risky week, I'm not interested to take any more risk than opening trades before the kill zone actually starts, right? So just so you would understand it better as well, probably, what does it mean to have FOMC and NFP throughout the same week? That means that we usually have to stay very calm and risk-free once those dates they come in, right? So Monday and Tuesday, even though tough, as you saw yesterday and you see today already as well, we usually try to get our orders in on Monday and Tuesday, take whatever we can, get in, get out real quick. And afterwards, on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we don't trade literally. And if you're interested to trade, I would just suggest a paper trading account to play around and take some notes to see what you can get out of the market if you would be trading. But my experience usually goes in a way that those markets are usually not explainable. You usually can't find your ways through the market on those days. So why even risk any of your capital? Why waste your mental capital as well? So I usually just paper trade those days, stay risk free, and enjoy just tape reading the markets, right? So yeah, US 500 pushing up through and Q is still staying consolidation here. I think we can take a look at that reviews I prepared for the initial London session that we had this morning, because nothing probably interesting will happen for us in the upcoming 10 to 20 minutes, so we can spend some time reviewing the markets overall. Um, Let me take a look if you're getting any messages or anything like that. Few people saying, can you give me the link for the live stream? Yeah, coming through. Here we go. So NQ, right? Two trades, possible trades. Let's say why I'm not executing, because it's not in my kills and it doesn't go along with my model. But two possible trades happened today on NQ that could be explained under a model that I'm teaching. So I'm just thinking which one to start with. Let's go into shorts. NQ. We opened up right during London. Oh, sorry about that. Let's actually go to just one uh, one chart. We'll make it easier. And Q opened up somewhere around here. This is the new day opening up for us, and they consolidated throughout the midnight. It started breaking below the Asian range during 3 hours of London, and during London it kind of got into the sell side and broke sell side below, right? Right away, when I see that, I take a look at what is happening in lower time frames, right? So the market kind of consolidated here and started pushing above the consolidation. I didn't find any entries. I'm bullish, so I was very much interested to look for these highs, maybe yesterday's high overall. That didn't happen. And we had a very nice 5 minute inversion happening as well. We didn't take because we're still looking at this price run, right? So what happens at the top of the price run? We actually have buy side being taken right here. We have 1 minute fair value gap allowing us to break the structure to the downside once and twice. And I didn't take any entry here because I was like looking at this already. That second green candle broke above the price. So I was like, are we inverting here? Let's continue waiting. But possible entry happened right here from another fair value gap where we broke the structure second time. We're getting a possible trade for 1 to 4 almost risk reward, which is awesome and then good enough for us. And why do we target this 5 minutes fair value gap? Is because we're looking to invert it, right? We're looking for it to get inverted. So let me clean these bad boys up. And why are we looking to get this inverted? Because we're looking for buy side and buy side targets to be taken. Fortunately, It didn't pan out as I wanted. This right here was not a buy yet. I called in the Discord to start watching this, but we were getting SMT compared to uh, ES, so no buys were taken right here, and we've gone into similar fashion for inversion to happen right here, half an hour afterwards on the same 5 minute fair value gap, right? Looking at that, buy side was resting above, very clean, very clear. 5 minute fair value gap as well. We were actually trading below premium as well, so one more thing that interests us to enter for possible buy stops right here, possible buy stops right here, and SMT happened over here, but as I showed, I entered ES. As we see right now, neither NQ or ES was valid for us, but this 5 minutes per real gap was a possible position for you. So if you're entering when the sell side is being hit, you're targeting the initial buy side, you're not getting the full trade, right? But let's take a look at what are we doing with the trade. If we enter it, we have a fair value gap traded right here and above it. So what you're doing right after, we go above it, you're placing our stop loss above break even. So this could have been a small profit for you. Maybe you could have negated the ES loss if you took the ES trade together with me through Discord. But this setup was weird in a way. It was very likable, let's say, and something I would have entered as well in the very initial stages of it. It broke the 5 minute inverted fair value gap, but it didn't push up. Didn't push up. Why? Because dollar index is just playing around with us, right? Sell side being hit right here, right now, might allow us for indices to push lower. Euro is taking out the buy side, so if you're still trading forex, you can take a look at that. But let's start digging into indices from glance to glance, from time to time, just to take a look at what are we missing, what are we getting dealt with. All those trades actually, if you guys are interested, are in Discord. I really try every day to give analysis on what kind of trades I see, what kind of possibilities I see, what trades I take, what trades I don't, just to give you some feedback in terms of what I feel with my experience is valid, what are the markets presented in terms of possible ranges, consolidations, daily bias, and so on and so forth. So feel free to go to the comment section or to the description of this live stream and just dig into the Discord channel we have. A lot of good stuff is happening right there. Okay, so let's start preparing for the actual session, right? Opening up E-mini S&P as well as Nasdaq. So just looking at the chart one more time, we have S&P happening in terms of ES creating a higher low and Q creating a lower low, and SMT means basically that right here for both charts we're initiating a short-term low. What does it mean for us as a traders? That this is a possibility where the market says, listen, take a look for buy possibilities. So what we can do right away when we see higher time frame SMTs, we can look for possible trade entries, right? A lot of this happened yesterday. The buy that I called during live stream happened as well, only because SMT. So SMT is something new that I'm playing around with. I'll try to explain it more and more from time to time. Let me know if you have any direct questions about it. But SMT is just a way of market showing smart money concepts and just alerting smart money to look for possible trade entries. Hey, Venice, thank you for the kind words. Appreciate that. I appreciate you, man. Yeah. Let's see. So very, very good example of SMT would be right here as well. Imagine this is not, what is it, 9:40, 9:45. Imagine that we're after 10 a.m. and we're looking at the session already, right? This creating as an SMT together with ES creating different lows says to us as traders, listen, we need to start looking for entries. Imagine that there is a fair value gap, I don't know, 1 minute, 2 minute, whatever chart. Imagine there's a fair value gap right here, right? That SMT kind of allows us to enter a trade right away with our eyes closed, targeting initial buy set levels. Very simple. There's nothing special about SMT. There's nothing specific or more than we need to know or like dig deeper into why it happens, where it happens, what time of the day it happens. As soon as it happens, take a look at the market in terms of this is a shift in market structure, in terms of not a short-term break of market structure, but a shift in terms of market creating a short-term low this time. Short-term highs can happen and so on and so forth, but this is the market saying, listen, I'm giving you an alert, something will happen, basically. Yeah. I'm noting this 5 minute fair value gap. We're still trading below it, but this is a level that I'll be interested in going onwards. Yes, still not hitting our buy side targets. I'm just gonna try to dive into lower time frames just to take a look if there's any possible entries as well. Um, this will be considered an order block right here. Order block is holding the price. Yeah, that is normal. That is expected. And right here, just for those who might not understand what is going on here, this is a new day opening gap right here. And we usually take new day opening gaps from 1 minute chart. So new day opening gap usually happens between 5 and 6 o'clock New York time because there's no actual trading happening on that time period. So you see market closed at 4:59 and market opened at 6. So the closing time is right here. Opening time is at the same spot. Oh, this is funny. I marked the wrong new day opening gap, but I think on NQ we have it very, yes, very visible. So on NQ, the markets closed at 16:59 right here, and it opened up at 6 above the closing price. So we marked this as a new day opening gap, and we kind of shifted to the right of the chart just to have it throughout the week, to have it throughout the day. It usually is a level of support and resistance in other terms that market usually reacts to. Edgar, thanks for being here. Thank you, thank you. I'll try to actually make some shorts and some videos in terms of like talking points like this. Actually, I'm streaming through a platform that allows me to like cut up the videos into pieces. So maybe I'll put some short videos into Discord as well for you guys to remind yourselves in terms of what I speak, what I go through. You can note on what you like, what you prefer as well, right? So we'll see. We'll try to continue growing this and making this into a big community one day, right? Um, I'm just scrolling through other markets right now. Dollar index took out the previous day lows, Asian lows as well. That is quite important. We're trading below current new week opening gap. And usually, like the markets are usually consolidating if we don't allow the market to go away about 20 points from the new week opening gap. So here we see we run away from it. We right away have a trending market towards last week's high. We break it. Smart money reversal happens actually right here, allowing for a second stage of distribution to happen right here afterwards, and then we're getting a low risk sells here. That is why I was looking at NQ buys, ES buys, Euro buys even as well, right? Sell side resting actually still below us. So it will be interesting to see if dollar continues diving deeper. Dollar continuing to dive deeper allows us to look for buy opportunities though. So I'll keep my eye on here. I'll keep my eyesight shifting to the right as well because I have dollar chart on my right hand side as well. Just to help me track the market a little bit better in terms of what is happening overall, not only in the markets that we're looking to trade. Okay. Um, Euro. We still have what, 12 minutes until 1 hour candle is closing. If this closes above, this will become like rocket science. I don't know, Elon Musk will go to the moon like this, right? Jokes aside, dollar might continue lower if this is closing above 1 hour fair value gap. That will indicate and confirm kind of dollar going lower. And it will confirm this as a possible buy entry as well, but I will not trade it right now. GU, as mentioned, I'm very much not interested in this. I'm very much disliking this market because we're just sort of jumping around this daily fair value gap level. One more thing, why is that these buys from this fair value gap or maybe holding this breakaway gap would be valid if this sell side would be taken. This sell side is not taking, so everything going above this market price is just not valid for me. I'm not interested. It might continue pushing to previous day high, Asian highs. We have a 1 hour fair value gap resting above, but I'm not interested in this price action yet because it just didn't take the full sell side out. If this would have gone below, at least one tick below this previous day low, ooh la la, those are very good buys for us. Okay. Yes, getting initial buy side target. Good to know and good to see. We'll continue watching that. And NQ, let's take a look. NQ 5 minute fair value gap is still holding the price. Okay. Yeah. 5 seconds after I said it, look at what is happening with dollar. Dollar is creating lower lows right away. It's a good indicator in terms of expecting what markets that we're looking to trade will do as well. No? So I have 10 minutes until the close starts. I think NQ will start catching up a little bit, but the 5 minute structure has to be broken beforehand. I noted this in a color that I use for buys. So if we close above this, we'll have to take a look, but maybe we'll take some targeted buys towards buy side. Not sure yet, but I'll continue watching this level, okay? Mhm. Order block holding the price beautifully. But NQ not creating higher highs. You see how ES is creating higher highs, going through this buy side, another buy side level. Take a look at NQ, what it's doing. It only hit one buy side level in this 5 minute fair value gap is just holding the price intact. We really, especially a week like this, we really need to get in sync to be able to trade not risk free, but with higher probability that what we're getting right now. Okay. Mhm. I'll take a short break, guys, okay? If you allow me to do that, I'll be 1 minute before 10 right here. I'll turn on my be right back screen. I'll be right back in like give me 3 or 4 minutes, okay? Apologies for that. Just a small break on my end. Got myself some tea. Took care of the dog that she's not doing anything silly. She actually got her few things done today this morning, so I have to look after that she's not licking her wounds or anything. So gotta continue not only looking after the charts but after her as well. Anywho, um, now it's not a clear mind, right? But looking at the NQ for a second time, we actually clearing this sell side gives an actual opportunity to buy into the market because we have a very clean low, high, lower low, higher high created in the market, right? So we have an actual breaker block holding the price right now. So breakout block is actually the last few up close candles here that we can use for possible entry. So I won't yet enter on it, but I'll continue watching because this is a possible support level that if holds the price, we might find entries here. Everything above this basically is a buy opportunity for us at the moment. Okay, six sister approach because ES went higher than it is its sister NQ, and also a breaker blocks, right? So we're getting two PDRAs right now for buying opportunities. So I'll continuously look after that. Okay. One more thing that I haven't taken a look at is the regular trading hours, right? So I'm always interested in looking at, okay, what kind of opening and closing and opening gap are we creating, right? So we're trading right now like at slash below opening gap. Yesterday is a very good example where the markets opened higher than they closed, and the markets went into that boom through the sell side liquidity pools and offered us buying opportunities, right? And Q is in a similar position again now where we are expecting it to go higher. So higher, one of the possibilities why we're looking for it to go higher is to actually close the opening range gap. Okay, let's take an opening range on ES as well. Yes, opening range. What are we looking at? We're looking that we're resting actually above that. There's a small gap right below us. Okay, just to keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. Dollar one more time. Coming back after breaking sell side from for the previous day. Sell side that was resting right below us as well. Kind of breaking the structure. Why I'm telling you this? Because take a look at Euro USD. Euro USD is still holding the structure right here with 1 hour fair value gap looking to hold the price. 15 minutes, not so interesting, but 5 minutes, there's a possibility for a break of market good structure to happen, right? So we have a swing low that is very clear right here. If that gets broken and a fair value gap is being left open, a trade like this is a very, very big possibility for us to see, okay? I'm still interested shorting this. Yeah. Going to lower time frame. No break of structures here. I actually have a small break of structure right here. So I won't enter it myself. Break of structure right here. I would usually like to see a break of structure in 5 minutes in a risky condition like we have right now. But if this goes according to your model, take a look at what is happening. It isn't directly in a kill zone, but we have buy side being taken. We have short-term off market structure creating a break after going below this swing low and a fair value gap right here, right? I won't enter, but this is a very good short possibility right now in front of you. Interesting, right? News are happening right now as well. So I kind of zoned out myself, right? So entering a trade like that, your stop loss would be right here, and stop loss being taken is nothing that happened, and you would be still in the trade, right? So it will be very interesting to see how this pans out. But looking at 5 minutes fair value gap, let me get that possible order entry. You could have taken this short and basically you're targeting sell side. Sell side initially is below this 1 hour fair value gap, and this initial fair value gap holding the price allows you to just run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. I'll come back to this to take a look at the 5 minutes chart after the 5 minute candle closes as well. Okay, going back into indices and yes. And Q and yes. Block being broken. Uh, let's keep that in mind. But I this is such a like how to say disturbing price run. Trendline Phantom, just like yesterday, we talked about Trendline Phantom. Trendline Phantom being broken to the downside. Order block not holding the price. We'll see if 1 minute holds the price or not. This is looking like a possible short is incoming. I'll continue watching this. Hmm. Might be closing below this for value gap. 5 minute though looks weird, doesn't it, right? It would be very nice to have those buy side levels taken a little bit with more aggression. Okay? But exactly the way we expected, and it's very good we didn't enter any six sister approach buys in Q. This fair value gap actually held off. And then the news are now pushing the market below to the sell side, right? And if you take a look from like not a higher time frame, but if you take a look from a little bit further away, like right, what is the market doing? Market is actually consolidating throughout the night. Not much happened throughout London, and now we're kind of actually are giving the market and everybody looking at the markets a possible Judas swing, right? So consolidation, manipulation especially is valid because news are pushing the price below. This is not supply or demand pushing the price below. This is just algo doing its job. Consolidation, expansion in terms of manipulation. I'm gonna be looking for reversal now. Okay, especially if this 15 minute holds the price next what 12 10 minutes. I'm gonna be looking for a reversal now, and I would just call this price run as manipulation and choose a swing right here. Mm. 1 minute still kind of holding the price. I'll be being broken though. This is alright. If you guys follow Ryan as much as I do, Ryan would be saying that we can take the short actually. 10 and 1 closing below 10 o'clock for a possible short. But at the same time, Ryan probably would not take it because risk reward is not good enough. Stop loss is 7 handles at least because we can't take random stop losses at these levels. We really have to take a stop loss above the swing high. And sell side is resting right below here, so we're in a negative risk reward, so the short is not valid for us yet. Okay. And one more time, like half an hour ago, right? Right before we started, especially also on Discord in the morning, I called that I still want to see, I'll open up 1 hour chart. I want to see higher prices still on what is it? Indices. Sorry about brain fart. I'm looking for higher prices on indices still, right? And so far, I'm not changing the bias at all. Structure to the downside is not being broken at all. And then we're actually expecting this 15-minute to hold the price. This 15-minute holding the price is our, let's say, last line of defense. Everything below it will kind of allow me to change my bias. But right now I'm sticking to that. I'll continue just waiting for a possible buying opportunity now. There is no short for me here. Neither here. No. Open up EU, just like promised. Dollar index brilliantly pushing the price above. Previous day low taken. Sell side on a lower time frame taken. News manipulating the price to the upside. Allow us to do the swing here. Nothing unexpected. EU, just like called for as well, 1 hour fair value gap held off the price. So I will really put a gun to my head. I'll say as long as we're staying below this fair value gap, we're going lower, meaning we're attacking 10800, and then just continuously looking lower for lower price action towards daily levels. 5 minute, actually, where we had that break of structure, right? We had it on 1 minute. So to give you a small review again, Euro USD, yeah, break of structure right here on 1 minute. By the book, right? Looking at it by the book in terms of forgetting what kind of week we have, forgetting the time or anything. Still not in kill zone directly for YouTube 22 to pan out, but this is a break of structure with a possible entry here. I'm looking at 5 minutes right now. 5 minutes has not yet created a fair value gap, right? So we still have a few minutes to go. And then if this fair value gap remains open, this is a possible short entry again. Okay, continue watching that level. Yep. Bullish order block right here. Go one by one. 5 minute, right? 5 minute. It looks very self-explanatory on ES actually. So if a fair value gap after the 5 minute candle closes remains here, this is being broken to the upside is a Perfect buy opportunity. This gets inverted. We need 5 handles, 3 handles or 4 handles stop loss. This is a possible trade. I'll keep it on the screen. This is not entered yet. I'll just keep it on the screen so we don't forget about it. And Q, I would call it for exactly the same. Right here. So I'll continuously watch these two levels. Order block supporting the price. I'm loving that. I like that. If you trade the order blocks, this was a perfect entry for you guys. Sell side taken, small consolidation on lower time frame, order block, buy side right here, 20 handles. We don't want 50% of order block being taken, so we just put it at 10 handles. Brilliant trade. Very, very good risk to reward. We need to see this push through. Mm-hmm. 5-minute fair value gap holding the price. This is not an entry for me. Nope. One more possible entry from the order block level here. Euro and GBP are still continuing to push lower. Expected. Called upon as well. Nothing extraordinary right there. I need to see this 5-minute closing above, and so we still have 2 minutes to go, and then we'll be looking to enter. If I enter on NQ because NQ actually took sell side with it, right? So this we have an SMT again. We just to remind you, this being a higher low and this being a lower low on NQ means we have a discrepancy in the market, right? The markets are not the same. And what it's saying to a trader like us, it's saying that, listen, take a look for a signal. There might be a possible entry for you. So this is why we're noting this 5-minute fair value gap. I'm interested to see it close above and then enter it as inverted. I would actually like this bullish order block to push the market to the upside. Like, it's not that we're staying here for too long. Like that, I'm not the one to judge, but just based on feeling, we should start pushing away from it above this 5 minute fair value gap slowly. If it speeds up, it's even better for us. Speeding up is even better. Mhm. Just taking a look from a higher time frame perspective, what we have. No fair value gaps on the hourly, just market crashing above, not creating any higher highs. Not creating any highs means for us that this is engineered liquidity. This has to be taken at some level. So we're looking for a swing low to happen. We're looking for this to be treated as a breakaway gap. We don't want this to be closed in fully. This is trading around 50% level of the 1 hour for value gap, which is brilliant for us. So we're gonna continue looking for a buy opportunity here. Okay. If you have a buy open right now from this order block, very simply, I would just mark this order block in terms of uh, halfway point of it. Mark it out. As long as we stay above it, your trade is valid. 3825. Right here, as long as we stay above 50% level of it, trade is totally valid for you guys. It can wick through, not a problem. Not a problem at all. Just you don't want to see it closing below it. We want to see speed though. There's no need to go below this if the markets allow us to go into longs here. We don't need to go below this at all. This is good. This is very appreciated. No entry for me yet though. I'm just gonna stick to my model. I'll just continuously wait for model to pan out. Sometimes it's boring. Sometimes it might feel discouraging in terms of just waiting for something that you want to pan out or you expect to pan out and never happening, and you just kind of wasting 2 hours of your time. At the same time, if you have your model and you trust your model, if you are not able to wait it out, you can take a lot of unnecessary risk, and taking unnecessary risks is just places your plays with your psychology. It takes away a lot of your mental capital. It can just basically burn you out into making bad decisions at the market. And then, when we do it, whether it is a paper trading account or a real live account, it usually costs us. It can cost us money. It can cost us that energy we burn out. It then can cost our psychology. It's you don't want anything negative happening when you're trading, right? So taking unnecessary losses is one of the main things you want to try to avoid. So order box still holding the price. I'll take off the 50% level. I would keep it if I would be in a trade right now, right? Since I'm not, I'm not holding on to it, all right? Mhm. Very, very low time frame buy sell level was just taken down. Consider that. Right now, going below this order block, it just fails the whole idea right away. We don't want to see that happening at all. At all. If I am in a trade from this order block, I would probably looking to start moving my stop loss near break even. So if the trade idea looks something like that, you have it below order block because you're not interested going below it at all. There's no liquidity below this order block, so I would be looking to start moving my stop loss more towards break even or even one tick above it. One more order block created here, being respected as well. We're happy to see that. Has to start moving away from this. We don't want to see like 8 candles of consolidation before it goes away. We need to see speed. I'm just checking dollar index. Dollar index pushing higher. Euro taking initial sell side levels. GEO pushing to the downside as well. Alright. It would be great to get over this 5-minute fair value gap as soon as we can though. Because the longer we stay here, the less momentum we're collecting right to the upside, and the more we stay here, the more sell side is building up. That would mean the possibility to go below it as well, right? Hmm. If I would be in the trade, I probably would have closed out already, right here. Not much risk taken on, though, if you were in. But, yeah. We don't want to get to this order block. There's nothing for us to do here. Especially looking at the existing order block we're at, we don't want to close below 50% level of it. So I'll mark it out for you guys as well. 648.5. I'm happy I'm not in a trade. I imagine being in a trade here right now. That would be hurting. That would be hurting a lot. Mhm. 5-minute chart. 1 minute. If this 1 minute would close above this, it would be amazing. It would be awesome. Would be great. At the same time, we're still in the opening range, right? So the opening range is right here. We have a high at 933, and 10 a.m. low, so we're still in the range. For the range, neither buy side or sell side has been taking yet. Forex actually, after taking sell side levels, is looking to turn around at least short term. This might allow us to push up a little bit. Dollar. Back in that 1 hour for value gap. This looks like a possible retrace. That retrace it would allow NQ to push up. And that retrace would be just retracing to this breaker block right here for possible entry towards the buy side levels. Sorry about that. This closing below it just discourages this trade idea. This is not a good sign at all. Yeah. We sit back, relax, and we continue looking for it. So looking at it on the 5 minutes, I'll take away these SMT levels. Very honestly, this is probably the next draw on liquidity on ES. We need to take a little bit more sell side before we continue higher. My guess would be. Five handles to get there. Possible short entry right here. I won't take it though. I'm not interested in taking shorts yet. I'll get rid of these bad boys. This is interesting. This was a very low time frame, probably 5 second, 1 second time frame. Equal, relatively equal highs. Buy side taken. 5 minute fair value gap supports the move lower. That's what is happening right here. Yeah. Oh no. This 1 minute fair value gap. The sell side is taken right here. There's no SMT, no nothing, but I'm just noting a very clean swing low being taken. Fair gap, 1 minute fair value gap right next to it. This being inverted is my end. That would be interesting for me to see. I would be able to enter longs here. Tough, rough market stuff. Very much in consolidation still. So 1 minute inversion happening on NQ. Yes, still failing to do that. I'll continuously watch that 5 minute for value gap. If we go above it, I'm interested in getting into buys right away. Yep. Just get rid of the tags here. Inversion happened right here. Possible buy entry. Not getting in until we invert the 5 minutes for value gap though. This will be good enough risk reward for me anyhow. So I'll take that trade if we get a possibility to get in. ES still hasn't broken the structure though. I would love to see inversion happening here. It would just even more confirm this inversion on NQ. Still very, very sloppy. Not precise at all. But it's expected. It's expected, and it's all written in the new news, economic news calendar. You can't expect anything like clean and clear from the markets during a week like this. No chances. I'll actually take a trade right here, right there. Buying into this inversion, it was offered for a second time. Even though ES is not breaking the structure here, I'll still take upon this risk. I will add to the position if we go above 5 minute fair value gap level as well. So first trade of the day in front of you guys. Let's take a look what happens. So what I'm looking at is there's 1 minute fair value gap being broken. Trade idea right here. Let's see what happens out of it. I really think 5 minute fair value gap will get broken to the upside, and as soon as that happens, we can really look into adding up into this position right away. We need 2 minutes to wait. I thought we're near the close of the candle, so let's wait it out. Not a problem. Not a problem. I'll probably not re-enter, but add to the position here from 5 minutes for Valga. Being inverted. Our expectation down here. Much better. Right. Yes, still not breaking the structure. This is interesting to see. Yes, still not breaking the structure. Five minutes. I'll stay on this time frame for a little while. For 1 minute and a half at least. One more minute to go. It would be very nice to have this fair value gap going through. Very, very, very nice. Let's see if we can get that. Yes, has to break the structure as well though. We need the markets to start getting in sync. I'm waiting for 5 minutes to close above this, so 5 minutes is closing together with this candle, so it would be great to see it close above. If that happens right away, we have a trade idea like this. Targeting actually a new all-time high as well. Why not? Yeah. Did we get it? No, we did not. We'll have to wait for the 5 minute to close again. Yes, though, giving us a possibility to enter. I don't want to hold two trades, so guys, I won't enter ES, but if you have a possibility to trade ES, this is a possible trade for you. You can enter right now, or you can wait for the fair value gap to hold the price in. We have at least 7.5 handles to the upside. We hope you entered. Basically, yeah. This is a good setup. This is a proper setup in terms of what we would be taking. I just don't want to enter two trades at the same time. NQ is still not closing above 5 minutes fair value gap, so we're still waiting for that. If that happens, I'm entering uh probably one or two more contracts on NQ. Probably two. I'll take a look, but ES is a possible trade entry here as well. I'm not looking to enter ES one more time just because uh I'm in NQ already. So we're looking for two more candles to happen, right? So 1, 2. Some people actually enter inversions from lower time frame charts, just like we see right now. So 1 minute breaking the structure of the 5 minute fair value gap. I don't like that happening. I don't like it. I need the 5 minute to close above it. So I won't enter any more risk on this trade if 5 minute is not broken by a 5 minute fair candle itself. Okay. 1 minute 30. This candle prints one more, and then we can look for entries if we stay above it. I'm happy I didn't add to this position still. As you can see, I'm very happy. Okay. Very good. I didn't add to this. Very, very good. Yes, playing out weird as well. We need that 5 minute fair value gap to get broken to the upside. I'll keep this position. It's not a problem for me to keep it, but we need to go above this 5 minute fair value gap. Um, Looking if there's anything else here. I'll take a look at dollar. It's very weird that it's not allowing for indices to push up with it going lower. That's what it is, I guess, right? 10 more minutes till hourly macro starts. So we'll wait it out, not a problem. But yeah, 10 more minutes, the mark low will start. Probably some levels will get passed through, run through. Yes, still holding the structure. And Q is also, if you take a look at like on what we have on paper, NQ is also still holding the structure, but because the initial entry was right here, right? And we're not moving a stop loss anywhere because we're still not closing above 5 minute fair value gap. So this position that I'm in is still I'll still hold on it. I think sell side will be ran through. No, but I'm still holding on to it. I can't just change my mind every time I see the price going against me. Mm. So I'll hide it for just a brief period of time, but just to see why I'm saying that sell side might be taken now, because buy side was broken right here, and we're actually breaking the structure with 1 minute for value gap right there. So structure break is happening on this swing low. Sell side can easily be taken now. Mm. Closing below this, I'll close my position as well. Not interested in the market closing below that 1 minute inversion. Not at all. Does it come back? No, it does not. I'm getting out. Mm. I need sell side to get taken a little bit more before we look for other buy opportunities. So I'll note this. This is an actual 5 minutes for value. I'm holding the price, and then this 1 minute inversion is not valid anymore for us. This one as well. So just looking at from higher time frame, 15 minutes. Oh yeah, there's a lot of buy side resting above still, right? So 5 minutes structure on ES holding the price to the downside. Same is happening on NQ. Not a problem, totally valid. So what we want to see now, we want sell side to be taken. We're in 5 minutes. We're entering an hour macro. So that macro running out sell side is totally fine for us. Would be even great to see. Taking out some sell side would allow us to push with less resistance to the upside. I'll continue waiting for a buy still. I can stay with you guys for a little longer, it's not a problem, so continue waiting for it. This 5 minute was not a short for me. Even though you could take it, like it's totally valid, buy side taken, break of structure, fair value gap, right? YouTube 2022, why not? Short, initial sell side, second partial right here. Why not? Yeah. Right here as well, buy side taken, break of structure, fair value gap, no entry though. No entry though. Still no real sell side being taken. Like I would love more or less a bigger push to the downside before we go toward buy side levels. Dollar is just nasty. It was self-explanatory. We're getting a break of structure in 5 minutes. Right here, we have a possibility to enter a short right there as well, but I don't tend to trade forex that late into the day. GBP, I very much dislike this, like not my interest. But let's go into NQ, right? 15 minutes. Breakaway gap still not being closed fully. Eleven AM macro starting in a bit, so I'm really excited for sell side to be taken. The market should start moving a little bit more freely right now. You usually see it every hour, 10 minutes before the hour and after. You usually get some freedom in the movement. Sell stops, buy stops being taken, some freedom in terms of like liquidity being gathered and then turned around as well. I'm gonna stay with you guys for like more 15 minutes more, 30 minutes more. I really dislike trading after 11, but I still believe in these buys happening. If no, I'll hop onto Discord in the PM session to take a look. But I would love to take a buy still today. I kind of like what is happening, but we need sell side to be taken first. Yeah, not much is happening yet, but we can wait it out. So we lost about 500 bucks today off the 150k account. 0.3% basically, 0.25, something like that. It's totally alright. We had two small losses yesterday and a big called out winner on stream as well. So yeah, small loss today as well. We're just waiting it out. We're trading in a very, very rough, very, very tough market this week. So price action, as we see, is totally reasonable, self-explanatory in a way as well. Yeah. Mm. I like this sell side being taken. Very good time for it to happen. So we have the macro happening right here. The sell side being taken, I would really much appreciate this fair value gap getting inverted. If this happened, this 5 minute fair value gap gets inverted, I would love to enter a long position here. Minutes, what are we looking at? I would love to see the sell side being taken next few minutes. Maybe we could even come back into the 15-minute fair value gap as well after it happens. That would be great. They should say possible like that. I'm just still looking around in terms of what is happening. Um, weirdly enough, like this fair value gap being inverted is not to my liking neither because the sell side is still resting below us. ES is not taking out any lows as well. I'm still kind of, even though I take a loss, I'm very happy I didn't participate in this trade. I know a lot of people who take inversions off higher time frame, meaning this 5 minute fair value have being broken in 1 minute, they kind of take it as a possible trade entry. This would have been a good trade for a lot of people I'm following up in terms of even mentorship alumni, just like I am. But I'm very happy I didn't increase my risk here, right? So looking at the, where is it, the executions, I entered the trade from this 1 minute fair value gap being inverted right here. I entered the trade and I was kind of hoping to ride it out to the buy side and increase the risk with 5 minutes fair value gap being broken. Didn't happen, so not a problem for me. Just got stopped out. It's okay. Very happy though that I didn't increase the risk. That would have hurt me because and I was only breaking on indices yesterday, so a bigger loss today would have been just Not good enough, let's say. Not up to the standard that I'm looking to have on my end. Yeah. I'm not interested in this being inverted yet. I need sell side to be taken for this inversion to be valid. I would love sell side to be run through here, and then the sell side being taken out to allow me to start looking for buy entries. This supporting, sorry, resisting to go above. It's totally valid, totally normal. I'm actually looking just through what we went through throughout the day. I'm just trying to figure out if I'm still looking to enter any trades. Um, just gonna go through the market actually one more time, and then if I don't see anything valid for myself, I'm gonna just close the stream and call it a day. Actually, I'll log in again today at in 3 hours, which is at 2 p.m. New York time, just to take a look if there's any possibilities to trade again. So finishing off the day, um, dollar finally broke the structure, sell side is taking. I appreciate this breaker holding the price, right? So I'm really interested in this holding the price, and we can continue higher, just call as we call it in the weekend report. Same happens here with the EU. I like this fair value gap holding the price, continuation to this downside as well. Looking at indices, right? Um, so we showed you some trades already, and indices. I'm actually gonna look for longs actually today. 5 minute fair value gaps holding the price, that's totally fine. So basically what I'm gonna look for both indices to go towards sell side levels, 1 hour fair value gap support the price, go to the upside. ES doesn't have it yet, but NQ has a very clean fair value gap here. If that fair value gap gets broken to the upside, I'm entering longs. Very, very simple setup on my end at least. Okay. Hope you can appreciate it. I'm gonna be closing the stream now and then see you Friday. Actually, Friday we're gonna try to stream earlier to show you what is happening throughout the NFP. And yeah, tomorrow and Thursday, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna try to stream through Discord just to chat with my local Lithuanian guys that have been following me for almost a year. So I'm gonna talk to them through Discord, and happy rest of the day, and see you guys Friday. Ciao.